The house was quiet, too quiet. Mark had just left for work, his cologne still lingering in the air. Ava was cleaning up the dining table when she spotted his wallet lying on the counter. He never forgot it, not once. She smiled softly, thinking she'd call him. But as she picked it up, a folded receipt slipped out, along with something else, a photo. She froze. A small printed photo of a woman, long brown hair, bright smile, standing in front of a cafe. And written on the back, in neat handwriting, "Our favorite spot, July 18." Ava's stomach tightened. July 18 was their anniversary. Her hands trembled. The smile on the woman's face blurred through her tears. Ava sat on the couch, holding the photo like it might burn her fingers. She wasn't angry yet, just numb. Memories flashed through her mind. Mark saying he was working late. The new cologne she didn't recognize. The phone turned face down. The messages he'd smile at but never explain. She'd ignored them all. She believed love meant trust. Now all she felt was silence, heavy and suffocating. When Mark returned that evening, he greeted her with his usual warmth. "Hey, babe, you okay?" "Yeah," she whispered, "just tired." She smiled. She lied. That night, after he fell asleep, Ava took the photo and slid it back into his wallet. But before she did, she added something else, a small white note. Written in calm, steady handwriting. "She's beautiful. I hope she's worth what you're about to lose." She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She simply folded the wallet and placed it on the table, exactly where he'd find it in the morning. Then she turned off the lights and stared into the darkness, waiting for morning, waiting for truth. The next morning, Mark rushed out like always. "Love you," he called from the door. She didn't reply. As soon as he left, her body sank into the couch. Every second dragged. Would he call? Would he come back? Would he even notice? By noon, nothing. By evening, still nothing. And then, close to midnight, her phone buzzed. "Mark, Ava, can we talk?" Her heart sank. When Mark arrived home, he looked pale. His eyes were red like he hadn't slept. He sat down across from her, silent. The air was thick with unspoken guilt. "You found it, didn't you?" he finally asked. Ava's eyes didn't move from the floor. "Who is she?" He swallowed hard. "It's Lily, from work. It started out as friendship. I didn't mean for anything to happen." She let out a bitter laugh. "You didn't mean for it? You kissed her, took her to the same cafe where we celebrated our first anniversary, and you didn't mean for it?" He opened his mouth to speak, but no words came. Ava stood up slowly, her voice trembling but strong. "You made me believe I was the problem, that I was too quiet, too emotional, too sensitive." Her voice cracked. "Turns out I was just too loyal." Mark reached out, desperate. "Ava, please, it was a mistake. I love you." She looked at him, tears filling her eyes, but there was no softness left. "You can't love someone and betray them at the same time." She walked to the hallway, grabbed the small suitcase she had packed earlier that day. He followed her, panicked. "You're leaving?" "Yes," she whispered, "because if I stay, I'll forget who I am trying to forgive you." She turned, looked at him one last time. "Keep the photo, Mark. You'll need something to remember what you lost." Then she walked out the door. Weeks passed. Ava stayed with a friend, started going to therapy, tried to rebuild herself from the quiet pieces that were left. Some nights she'd sit by the window, looking out at the city lights, wondering how love could vanish so quietly. Mark called a few times, left messages, apologies, promises, regrets, but she never answered. Back at his apartment, he'd take out his wallet and look at the photo, the same one he once hid. Now, all he could see was the note beside it. "She's beautiful. I hope she's worth what you're about to lose." He realized she wasn't. Months later, Ava moved to a new place. Smaller, quieter, but peaceful. She smiled more now, laughed again. One evening, she found an old photo of her and Mark tucked inside a book. For a moment, she stared at it, the way he used to hold her, the way she used to believe in forever. Then, she gently tore the photo in half, exhaled deeply, and let it fall into the trash. It didn't hurt this time. It just ended. Some betrayals don't break you immediately. They teach you how to rebuild differently. If you found a photo of someone else in your partner's wallet, would you confront them or let your silence speak for you?